Welcome back to the project Make My Knackered DIY EV Run Again with a massive frickin' motor. I mean, if it's broke, why fix it? Why not upgrade it? And there's been progress. Huge thanks to Owen, Boots Owen, from the YouTube channel, who lives around the corner. We have a motor in. So I've added some more bolt holes. It's all painted up, albeit it lost some paint where it's stuck to the sawhorse as it was drying on. But that's the motor mount for the Lexus IS300h L210 motor. So plenty of torque, plenty of juice. Next job is to mount the inverter right about here. And the plan is to extend my battery box. So I've just thrown my very messy, very old battery box, I say very old, 5 years old, or 4 years old battery box back in, and I'm going to take some rails off here. Can't go straight that way. As I was saying, plan is to come off with some rails off here. Can't really go straight back from there, so probably dogleg in a little bit. Might dogleg in a little bit on the other side as well. Not dogleg, actually just angle in a little bit. Put a platform of some description in, and then our Lexus inverter can sit right here. Quite nice to get it reasonably low because there's lots of depth here, so we've got loads of room to get cables on and stuff. But I'd like to have easy access to the heater pipes. I'm not entirely sure where the heater's going to go. I might put it alongside the inverter. I need to get the two things out and just do some measuring up. So that, yeah, heater can sit here. Heater comes from a Mitsubishi Outlander as well. Heater and pump sit there. Inverter sits there. Coolant pipe's going to come off down the side as they did before. We need to put some oil pipes out to an oil cooler somewhere. I might mount an oil cooler just to the front of the mounting plate, actually at the bottom. Don't know how much oil flow it needs, but I've got a bunch of different oil coolers that I can use. So throw an oil cooler in there somewhere. And what else was I thinking of? Oh yes, I'm going to relocate, I think, the power steering pump. I'm thinking of reusing these mounts here. See if I can sit the power steering pump just about there, which it should do, and let the bonnet close. Need to do some measuring. I'm thinking these are fairly stiff. Some discs of metal, big washers, a metal bar, and then angle it to sit about there. That's the plan. Progress. So as you can see, I've cleaned up this rather hacked around mounting lip on the back of the battery box. Before I show you the design, let me just say I'm not wholly happy with it, but I also don't want to completely redesign everything. I just want to get this up and running as fast as possible. We can come back and redo inevitably to make things better, because we're going to be replacing this whole battery box at some point anyway. I just haven't got the time now to build a whole new battery box. So quick fix. So I've cleaned up here and cleaned up underneath. We've got two right angles that are going to come off like this. Yes, it's going to be a bit of a cantilever, but I think it should be strong enough. So they'll be joined up, so one on each side of this thing, joined up, as you can see, on this 45 degree across to give me a bit of a loop, a bit more strength. And then onto those, I found in my scrap box, forgive the absolute state of my workbench, this piece of quite nice strong steel, which is exactly the same size as the footplate of the inverter. I had to get a lot of powder coating off it, so it's still not fully clean. The plan is this will then sit on that mounting, probably this side, like canted off to one side. That'll put the inverter on one side and give me space for the heater on the other. So that will sit there. Might have to do some bracing of this just to make sure it's strong enough and it doesn't just twist all this around. But there is naturally going to be some bracing because, or a bit, in one plane anyway, because the remains of the old motor mount is going to be permanently attached there. I'm just going to weld that on, I think. Or I'll have to do it in situ to make sure all the holes lined up. You can tell I've cut it down, and actually it goes that way. It still needs cleaning up. So horizontal's out there, comes up to vertical, this welded underneath. When this is all bolted down, there'll be quite a lot of extra strength in it. And then the plate and all of the locating bits for the inverter will bolt onto that. Is it ideal? No, it is not. Can I get it done today? I hope so. There we go. There is the mount for my platform, which will sit on here like that. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. So we need to get this in now and work out where we want to mount this. Like I say, I suspect this side, so that we've got some space for the thing over here, and then we can drill some holes, bolt this on, which I think is the best way to do it rather than weld it on. This all gets a little bit unwieldy if you start putting even more stuff on here. I think bolts are the right way forward. Then we can start to work out the really awkward mountings for the inverter, because that thing doesn't have a single, well, there's no single plane for any more than one connection. They're all at different angles and different heights and everything else. Anyway, let's get this back in and give it a test. There we go. That's what it'll look like. Now, it may look absolutely absurd to have all this wasted space down here, and you would be absolutely right. But bear in mind, when this is done with the new battery pack, there'll be batteries sitting down there, and this will sit on top of the new battery pack. So it's about where it will be when the new batteries are in. It's actually slightly lower, it'll be slightly higher up when the new batteries are in. It means that my existing HV cables can go straight in here. I'm just printing Andy's 3D printed part that covers this up. Might need to machine my terminals down a little bit. I'll probably put the heating here somewhere with the pump going at right angles into the heater and back up and out again. Loads of space for that. Loads of space for, well, actually the coolant pump all the way down here, so I don't need space for that. Yeah, just a massive empty gap basically. Could put my charger down there, I suppose. Well, the charger's up here. No point relocating it. Anyway, I'm gonna have a big empty space for the time being, and I'm fine with that. So I need to drill some holes through here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably. It's only 20mm tubes, probably some M6s, and get that bolted on. There we go, in with just a bit of temporary hardware, just so I can experiment with spacing now. That'll do for this very short video. Good progress though. Things are moving. I'm not going to have a lot of time until next weekend probably to do any more, and even then that's going to be a bit tight. Still doing lots of travelling with work, so this may be it for a little while. We shall see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye bye.